Hey everybody, Chef Britt here with atbbq.com, and today we're going to be making something a little bit different. We're going to be making barbecued eel. So today is my birthday, yay! And one of my favorite things to eat is from a Japanese restaurant here in town. It is called Kabayaki, or also Unadon, which is a shortened word for unagi, donburi. And donburi is a rice bowl. Unagi is the Japanese word for eel. So unadon, kabayaki is the style. It's very sweet, it's very delicious, it's really easy to make. So we're gonna put it all together. We are going to start by making the kabayaki sauce, which is very similar to a teriyaki. The main difference being the addition of sake, which is going to give it that extra fermented flavor. Truth be told, we actually sell a teriyaki sauce here at All Things Barbecue. It's actually this Kim's bourbon aki, and it's about the closest thing that I can find that's a pre-made product. We're not going to use it today, but it is an option if you want to use it in place of the kabayaki that we are going to make. All right, let's get started. So we're going to start with a ½ cup of mirin, which is kind of like a sweet rice cooking wine. I might as well just toss the rest in there. We're going to follow up with a ¼ cup of soy sauce. And a ¼ cup of sake. Smells delicious. And then we need just a little more sugar. So you can use regular sugar. Today I'm going to be using a little honey, and this is actually a cayenne infused honey from Zingers or Juniper Clay. And I'm just going to add maybe about a tablespoon's worth, not a lot, but just a little added sweetness. And now we're going to get a little kick of cayenne for fun. So we're just going to reduce that down until it's syrupy. So while that's reducing, let's talk about eel for a second. There's a few different ways that you can find it. Most commonly in America, you're going to find it like this, a pre-cooked, already marinated product. And just to read the ingredients, it's eel, soy sauce, sugar, and sake. So really, we're already ready to go. You can just basically open up the package and throw this on the grill, and I'll show you how we're gonna do that later. But we also have some raw eel products as well. I found these in the frozen section at our local Asian market. So we've got the whole eel and we have the fillets, and I find that the fillets are a little easier to work with, but we're still going to have to sort of debone these and prep them for the grill. This is basically a whole eel that's already been cut up for us. It's been gutted and somewhat cleaned, but there's a spine running through the whole thing. So what I need to do is remove the spine and sort of butterfly this. So right along the side of the spine, I'm gonna just use my knife. I'm gonna use my knife to just kind of move right along the spine. Until we get to a point where the spine is basically floating outside of the fillet. So I'm just going to come across and remove it. So you just want that still intact. That's our fillet essentially. Okay, so this is the status of our kabayaki. It is still fairly thin, but it is syrupy enough to sort of coat my spatula here and sort of coat the bottom of the pot that it's in. You can go a little further if you like, but this is just kind of the way that I like it. So I'm going to take my eel fillets and I'm going to place them into my steam basket instant pot. And I'm just going to steam these for 1 minute in the pressure cooker to get them cooked through and to sort of, I hate to say it, but like reduce the sliminess. So I'm going to take just a little bit of boiling hot water, get the lid on. There we go. And we'll let that cook through for that 1 minute. So while the eel is steaming, we're gonna go ahead and make sure that our Kamado Joe Classic II is hot and ready to go. I've already got a residual coal bed from earlier in the day. I had another cook going on, so I'm gonna go ahead and ride on that. But I'm also gonna be using, most notably, the cast iron plate to do our grilling. So we're gonna put that up on the higher position there for the eel when it's ready. So once our eel is finished cooking through, we are going to remove it from the steam basket and get it marinating in our Kabayaki sauce. All right, we'll just set that off to the side for now. So another component of this dish is the rice. And so we are going to be using a Japanese short grain rice. I've actually already got some made just to get things going. Follow the manufacturer's instructions on how to do that. But one thing I wanted to add to this dish is something called furikake. And it is a, think of it as a everything seasoning, but in Japanese relations. So we are going to use the base ingredient, which is nori or roasted seaweed. We are going to combine it with some sesame seeds and salt, and really that's basically it. You can add lots of other flavors to change the trajectory. If you want more of that sea, ocean flavor, you can add bonito flakes. You can use different kinds of salts too. We have a great lineup of salts, including these specialty ones from Jacobson Salt Co. So we've got the black garlic, the habanero, the classic kosher, and we have a whole lineup of these Noble Saltworks smoked salts. So it's really just kind of whatever you prefer. Today I'm gonna go nice and classic with the kosher sea salt. All right, so I've got my nori here, and I'm going to just kind of get things going by crumpling it up. And we're gonna come through and just get wild with chopping it. And I'm just gonna keep going until it's pretty small in texture. I wanna be able to like kind of eat this. I want each piece to be about the size of a grain of rice. So I'm gonna be doing this for quite a little bit here. Pretty much there at this point. The stuff is lightweight, so it has a tendency to kind of fly all over the place. I'm gonna go ahead and just add it right into my bowl. To that, I'm gonna add a few tablespoons of both black and white sesame seeds, and about a tablespoon of salt. So this mixture here is basically made for seasoning rice as like a topping, but you can use it for vegetables, you can use it for any other kinds of fish, anything you want to give that nice ocean flavor to. That nori just lends that over to anything you add it to. This thing is temping at about 600 degrees right now, which is piping hot. I am going to get a little high temp avocado oil onto a rag here and season up my cast iron a little bit. just to prevent things from sticking. So to cook the eel, our main goal is just to crisp up the skin. So I'm going to put skin side down first, and you can hear it just popping. And it really doesn't take long. Ooh. To get that char on there. And to get that extra flavor. So once I'm there, I'm going to come back through and return it to the kabayaki. And we're also going to do the pre-made product, which admittedly this sauce is a little stickier, so it's gonna have a tendency to wanna burn pretty quickly. So I'll try and be quick. Yum, yum, yum. What's nice is this has a great presentation. So you're paying for a bigger piece of fish, but you're also getting a nicer piece of fish. Just give her a little flip. Beautiful. All right, so after that's cooked all the way through, delicately move it over and get it served up. So I've got my rice here. I'm gonna go ahead and plate this up a couple different ways. One with my rice bowl and one more as like a family meal shared presentation. I'm so excited because this is something that I basically crave at least once a month. It's something I craved all through my pregnancies. And anytime I kind of want to treat myself, I go get this dish from my local Japanese restaurant. So we're gonna put the big fillet right over the top. We're gonna put these little fillets onto this one. And any extra kabayaki sauce can be used to help kind of season the whole dish. And then top it all with our furikake. It's basically like going to eat sushi, but in a more sort of decomposed, deconstructed manner. Let's dig in here. It should be tender all the way through. It's nice when the skin has a nice little char on there. Oh, I suck at this sometimes. There we go. Yep. Takes me back. The eel is not an overt fishy flavor. It's very mild since it's a freshwater fish. The sweetness and the sort of, what's the word for rice? And the fragrance of the rice. It really just kind of sings well with the eel. The sweetness, the sort of umami coming from the seaweed. It's all playing so well together, and it's such a fun dish to kind of put together and explore. Well, I couldn't think of a better way to celebrate my birthday with this dish that I love so much. If you guys need to check out any of the products we used today, head on over to atbbq.com/thesauce to see all of the different salts and smoked salts that we carry. You want to check out some of the infused honeys and make your own kind of twist on the kabayaki sauce. And if you want to check out the Kamado Joe or any of the other grills that's perfect for this dish, check out atbbq.com. All things barbecue, where barbecue legends are made.